Good morning to all participants. I think uh, this is the uh, 315th workshop or webinar conducted after the lockdown due to this COVID. And many of the topic during this time are related with technology. I am very much thankful to this COVID only because of the reason that I started my lectures on technology or education technology in different organizations like IMG, HRDCs, TLCs, other refresher schools, then SCRT, and in all these different areas, uh, we means the educational uh, proponents like to introduce technology as much as possible in the field of transacting the curriculum inside and outside the classroom. But unfortunately, it take much time to penetrate the technology into the classroom. I think we are talking about uh, presentation softwares for the last 15 years. I think only the last 5 years teachers may rigorously use this presentation software in the classroom. But I fear to say this word because uh, I have a recent experience that a college built a new building for their PG classes. See, PG classes. And there is an argument that whether we have to give a space for the projector board or do we need to place a blackboard there? Majority of the teachers support the view that we have to place a blackboard there because it is the easiest way to transact a class. With the help of a simple piece of chalk, we can start the lecture. Such an experience is there after this lockdown, after this regular classes. That means now itself, uh, our teachers like to use conventional methods than that of technology. This is due to the reason that the teachers, not only in teachers, in among people, there is a segregation regarding the technology. If one teacher like to use technology, he or she like to penetrate this aspect in every area of education, in her classroom, in her assessment, in her submitting proposals, presenting notes, giving notes. But if a teacher hesitates to use technology, she is in on the other extreme end. I feel that there is no average person regarding this technology. I don't know why. There is a concept that a digital divide, but actually the COVID helped us to move from the extreme negative end of the technology to extreme positive end. Many of the teachers like to use Moodle for their classes. They use Google Classroom. They may like to create educational content videos. All such process are now happens there in the field of education. I think this is the benefit or this is the beauty of this COVID time. All other are negatives. Okay. Then regarding this particular topic, I will show some videos regarding this. I think in near to our Thrissur district. There is a school, and I cannot recollect the name of the school. It is very near to Kodungalur, and our education minister inaugurated a lab there, and that lab is created by the alumni of that school. I cannot recollect exactly the name. And what actually the lab is that it is a VR lab, virtual reality lab. It is created for the school children. Actually, this virtual reality is not only suitable for the school children, but very much useful for even medical students. And such a thing can be penetrated into our rural schools only because of the simplicity of this technology. I think I learned this virtual reality during my MEd course in 1999. And after these 20 years, it will take time to penetrate into the classroom. But it is not the case now. Actually, we are talking about augmented reality only recently. But at the same time, it is introduced into an UP school of Malappuram district of Kerala, because of the simplicity of our this simple device, mobile phone. But for higher education, it is not so easy to penetrate as in the case of medical colleges. There may need some expenditure. And if we have adequate resources like RUSA and other projects, and if we have a vision, we can invite these technologies into our classes. We can go for our topic now, augmented reality and virtual reality for class. But before going to that presentation, I would like to show some of the videos of uh, virtual reality. It may be available freely on internet. You may aware of the fact that recently one uh, WhatsApp message is there regarding uh, Ooty flower show. It is very famous, you know. Ooty flower show. Uh, Actually, for 2020, not 2021. And these are some videos, actually the YouTube videos. But this is not the beauty. The Tamil Nadu Tourism Development Corporation developed a virtual reality tour for this virtual reality tool to tour for Ooty Botanical Garden, and I am actually searching for that particular site. Yeah, and this is Nilgiri district total. I think this is the time to start the 2021. Uh, so we can uh, satisfy with the help of this video. Actually, that virtual tour is not now here. I don't know whether my screen is presented there.
No, sir, it is not visible, your
Yeah,
screen.
I will present. Now it is,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we can see.
yeah. Actually, this is a 360-degree video created with the help of different cameras. And using these cameras, whether sound is also there, a music. The clarity is much reduced after uploading into YouTube. I think I stopped this presentation because the clarity is not much. Actually, what I want to share is that in every aspect, the personalities or the organizations try to create a 360-degree or a virtual three-dimensional videos uh, for their viewers, and they may upload or they may create some websites to disseminate it in order to watch Eiffel Tower, in order to watch the Niagara waterfall. There are so many virtual tools are now available. Some are paid, some are free. Similarly, we can utilize these videos into our classrooms depending upon our topic. That's the idea. Please wait 1 second. I have to open one good presentation for you. Dear participants, please respond whether you already experienced the augmented reality in your mobile phone. Anyone, please?
No, sir.
Okay, if anyone, please type in the chat box. If you have any such experience, please type in the chat box. You feel this experience in your mobile phone or this experience. If any person, it is not here. I think I can skip the presentation and directly go for the actual demonstration of augmented reality. Because now I am using my Linux computer, and in which all the files prepared in Windows are not available. That's the problem. Why I connect this Linux is that it is easy to um, send the mobile visuals to the Google Meet. So I think we can first go for the demonstration, then we can search for the uh, one more second, presentations. My voice is very much clear there.
Yes, sir. Can be little louder.
Okay, sound is a little bit. Then one more thing I want to know from you that while presenting the video of Uti, do you hear a music?
Yes, sir. It was very soft music.
Yeah, okay, that's enough. Okay, now here is my mobile screen. Now I will share my mobile screen here, and I don't know the sound is available or not. Now I am sharing the mobile phone screen. Actually, there is a difference in Google Meet and Zoom to share the mobile phone screen. This is desktop one. Click share. Now, can you observe this black screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. This is actually my uh, mobile phone, and in which we can add different type of augmented reality and virtual reality objects, and we can directly experience the benefit of this uh, augmented or virtual reality. Many of the tools are available free in Play Store because many of them are created by Google, and Google add all these features free for its users. The most important one is this expedition. You just search for this key term in Play Store, and you will find a flag like symbol with expeditions of Google LLC. You just download and install it. And in that tool, you may find number of objects, either virtual reality objects or augmented reality objects. We can directly use these objects in our classroom while projecting the mobile phone screen using any method to the classroom projector. Or you can conduct classes in this type of online media using your mobile phone. Actually, these tools are much suitable for mobile phone, not for laptop, because of the lack of effective cameras in laptop. If we attach such cameras, because augmented reality need a, a powerful camera, and as a basic thing, I would like to explain what is the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality. In virtual reality, we need not to use camera. All the visuals are already recorded with the help of uh, two cameras, and the visuals are arranged in order to get the visual into our separate eyes separately, and one second, and we can observe the object using VR box, and using that VR box we can observe the three-dimensional feature of that area. But in augmented reality, we need the real environment, and it should be recorded, or it should be observed using the camera of the mobile. And together we can add some other objects. For example, there are so many Da Vinci inventions, and there are 8 objects available in Da Vinci inventions. This may be helpful for art student and history students. And this will explain what are the particular thing regarding this Da Vinci inventions. And we can download the VR guide here. Okay. And how to use this object. I think my internet connection is little bit slow. Yeah, now it is downloaded. Yes, it is downloaded. And we can view it in the AR. Just touch in the AR and it will scan. One second. It will scan the surface of my room. This is my actually the room. Okay, I can scan this room and place the object here. Here inside my room, the object is placed, the Renaissance man. And if you want to learn what is Renaissance man, some descriptions are here. And you can go nearer to this object and the teacher can touch the object or teacher can place the object in his hand. In that way, this is my hand here in the camera. But actually, this object is not there in my room, but it is presented using this augmented reality method here. And I can change the object now. And this is helicopter, an object created, designed by Da Vinci. And the students can study the structure. You can move the camera, mobile phone, in different ways to show the different part of this equipment. It is a tool. And this is giant crossbow. And again, it is designed by uh, Da Vinci. The method of working or can be demonstrated using this tool. Then canal lock is not so. Yeah. Then one self-propelled car is there. Then armored tank is there. All are designed by Da Vinci, and such things are virtually created, and that virtually created can be incorporated into our classrooms based on our uh, interest and use. But I don't know which all the subjects you belong and which all the subject matter you need to explore in this way. Then I may skip this topic and go for the whole topic which may be available in the library. Click on the library. Uh, these are the tools I already downloaded. Here I downloaded only 8 objects. Then again, okay, in the discover area itself, we can observe what all topics available here. Then many of them from science, biology, history, and here from this letter we can identify whether it is virtual reality object or augmented reality object. Can you observe these letters where I move the mouse? Anyone please? Anyone please?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here it is mentioned as augmented reality. These Da Vinci inventions are marked as augmented reality, but here these are virtual reality. Virtual reality objects means there is no need of a camera. We can directly explain it with the help of the downloaded image. I think now it is downloaded. And in order to observe actually the three-dimensional view, we need a virtual box, VR box. And then these VR boxes are very cheap nowadays. But the high quality VR box may cost up to 11,000, 12,000 extra. and each student need a virtual reality box in order to observe this thing. That is the lab which is created in the school I mentioned before, near Kodungalur. In the lab, the teacher can give this VR equipment for each student, and each student can observe what is demonstrated by the teacher using their VR box. And here, if I want to use VR box, I have to click here, or otherwise I can click here. I have no VR box right now, so I have to click on this, and here using these three-dimensional images, I can explain the different part of the lungs as a biology teacher. But actually, the beauty of this visual should be enjoyed using a VR box. And what is the peculiarity of this VR is that in VR video of uh, lungs for mobile phone. This is just Google search. See, this is the VR box. Somewhat, yeah, here, here it is. Actually, these type of videos can be downloaded, and what is the peculiarity here is that one part of the video is here in the left side, and one part of the video on the right side. There's a small difference between these two videos regarding the angle. But if we look one part with one eye and the second part with the second eye, the both visions can be combined into in our brain to create a 3D video, and all these are 3D videos, and using these 3D videos in mobile phone and place the mobile phone in the VR card box. VR card box is very cheap because inside the card we just place our mobile phone. VR cardboard, see, 225, 229, because inside this equipment we can place our mobile phone, and we can watch the one view it is available in Reliance Digital. Here we can place our mobile phone in this place, and we can observe only one view is there. I can show uh, this tool is available with many of our young school children, because they are interested to watch many things, many games using this VR box. And there are many equipments which can be used as our mouse or playing and what is called equipments. And now all these are VR box, because that is a reason for this low cost. This is just a box. It separates one view of the eye from the other. That's the only thing here happens. And we can download this video into our mobile, and we can watch using this VR box. I cannot give the experience to you using this online mode, because it is possible with only one person at a time with the help of the VR box. We can watch this video. We can just watch the video. It is a awkward video because the same thing is repeated in both sides. We can just watch. See, in both sides the same thing on the left and right side. But if you watch one area with your one eye and the other area with your second eye, left eye, you can somewhat feel what is there in virtual reality. it is not possible with the help of your mobile phone right now. If you are watching this with your mobile phone, just make close this mobile phone to your face and try to keep a hand in between. Without the help of the VR box, we can have just an experience. Make keep the mobile phone close to your eyes. Try to watch the right side video with your right eye, left side video with your left eye.
Yes, sir. We are
Yeah.
able to zoom the video. It's really
you
interesting.
have to zoom it. Yeah, you have to zoom it. You can zoom with your mobile phone, and you can avoid the other part of the screen. In order to watch these type of video, we need only 300 rupees VR box. And our children in our home can use this. And if you purchase this for your school, that may not be so useful, because we need one mobile phone as a screen, and it is not so safe for our eyes, because this mobile phone screen comes so close to our eye, isn't it? So much light may enter into your eyes and may damage the retina. So it is better to go for actual VR box. Okay, I stop here this video, and there are different other videos are here. Uh, some academic contents are also available regarding. All these videos are three-dimensional, means you have to use a VR box to watch this. Then only you can experience it. Many are games. All these are advertisement. I just pause this. And in order to experience this, you need to purchase this type of equipment, or you can directly purchase via video equipment. Without the help of mobile phone, you can directly watch, but it may a little bit costlier than this is one cheap model is here. Shine on virtual reality headset black. I don't know whether it is for mobile phone. This consists only lens, not the screen. Here these type of objects are there, and what is the difference here is that the cost may be little bit higher, and these are the tools I already mentioned. The students can utilize these type of tools in their hands to move the object in the videos, and they can rotate it. Then sound also can be transmitted in the form of headphones in their ears, like this. I would like to search one more thing here. I think the name is Puram. Something like that. Augmented reality of the lab, Electron. It is placed with Electron. Yeah, Panangad Higher Secondary School. That is the name of this particular school. Panangad Higher Secondary School. In that school, such a lab is created with the help of Keltron by the help of the alumni there. And nowadays it is possible in our schools, but uh, I think in colleges we may again teach what is augmented reality, virtual reality only theoretically. Okay, that is another part of this game. And then these type of videos can be downloaded and directly played with the help of VR equipment. But in order to play the VR equipment, need not to use the camera. So we can utilize our laptop also. Okay, to download and to transmit that video into the VR equipment, we can utilize. But here in a mobile phone, using Google Expeditions, we can zoom in and zoom out different uh, VR objects, sorry, virtual reality objects with the help. But that is not so beautiful. It is just look like an image. That's all. But we need to use a VR equipment to show its um, actual experience. Then we can go for one another AR objects. This is a forensic. Okay, this is a camouflage. This is a good thing. Camouflage. It can be explained using the augmented reality. Just download the augmented reality game first, and here we can place this object again in our room, in our classroom. This is scanning the ground, and after scanning we can just place the object here, and this is a conceal of one animal is there. It just conceal under a branch of tree. Then one disruptive camouflage is here. The leopard is here in my room, and then external camouflage. I don't know where it is. I think there is a. It can move the mobile phone very near to the object to want it. Batchian camouflage here. I think this type of camouflage may be familiar with the teachers, what is Mullerian mimicry, etc. And if the subject teacher know the details, they can explain it. And for that purpose, the teacher can place these objects directly in the class. I don't know how cephalopods, etc., etc., use this mimic technique of mimicry. And I just explore these topics, gears for engineering classes, then underwater Caribbean underwater excursion, skin, the structure of skin in VR, then again. And if you explore this list, it is unending. So many objects are there, so many topics are there. And all these can be downloaded and used in your classroom if you like. Many of them are augmented. This is a topic for environmental conservation, recycling. And here you can download. I don't know how to use this thing, but you can use your creativity to use this topic in one way or the other. Now the things are placed here. Non-recyclable materials. What are they? You have to read it, how to utilize this to connect the class. Then recycling material, different types of containers, processing recyclables. What is this? I don't know. Okay, just leave this. But actually, this is a higher level of augmentation in Google Expedition. But lower level means it can be used in our classes of young children with the help of the objects in one particular application, and its name is AR Lupa. Again, AR Lupa is available in Play Store. Just search AR Lupa. It is much fascinating for young children. Just search this particular AR for augmented reality, then search for Lupa, AR Lupa, and just download and open it. And using this AR Lupa, you can create an ecosystem in your room. Just type the touch on the animals, and many are locked with advertisement. If you want to observe these things, you need to watch some advertisement. That's all. And for some objects, you have to pay some money. I think I can place freely many organisms here in my room. Bats are there. Dinosaurs. I'm searching for a dinosaur. Elephants are costly. Okay, again, tiger is missing now. Tiger is also observed with the help of. I try to open one dinosaur here. I want to yeah, now I think okay. The thing is okay. Now the object is downloading from the internet. This is my floor, and I can place the object there directly in my room where it is. Yeah, it is there. It is. Make a space for the, actually this is not moving. The moving objects are, they demand money, I think. Uh, I think it is better to watch an advertisement to open this object. A 26-second advertisement, a 26-second advertisement is the to watch and to open that tiger. And once we downloaded it, we can use it for any time. Okay, now I can place the tiger here. Yes, it is moving. It is moving. And we can record the video also of the moving tiger in our room, or in our classroom or in our home, or outside the room also. We can place this object using, you can just take a photograph or take a video using this particular button here. A moving fish is here. see inside my room. But if I touch it, it may go. This may be interesting for younger children, but we can utilize these features in different ways in our higher classes also. But for higher classes, I suggest Google Expeditions are good tools to create good videos, good e-content videos. Then, in order to study the structure of different part of our body, again, there are so many augmented reality objects available. All these are augmented reality objects. Animal Safari is an Animal Safari, AR object. My AR should be updated, I think. Then all mobile phone may not support this augmented reality. This is a scanning process. We need to scan our room with the help of our mobile phone. Then we have to move the mobile phone in order to identify the room. Then we can place the object. Place the object means we can place different types of objects in this way. These are all our videos created by me during this lockdown period. See, in my home, my daughter is here. While she creating a Pookalam, many animals are placed augmented using augmented reality. Actually, these real world and augmented worlds are together, mixed together to create the video. The orientation may be a little bit different there. You can search internet whether your mobile phone support this feature or not. This is an AR solar system. Here the physical science and the geography teachers can explain different aspect of the solar system using this tool. In the solar system tool, you can watch placing the object is the structure of sun and other distance between other planets using this tool. Here the surface of sun is explained as in this way, and the other planets are placed somewhere in different objects, a different trajectory. They are moving around the sun. And here, these are for higher classes anatomy. Some of these features are freely available, but some we have to pay money. Here, I think in many area, this skeletal system is freely available, and you can rotate and watch the different part of the bones. inside the skull. You can touch and move, and different part of the bones can be highlighted with the help of this tool. And this is the tools actually created for medical students, and among which only one tool is freely available, and that is this skeletal system. And many others we have to pay. Then I am searching for one particular topic, which is snap plan. I think it is snap plan. In many tools, the camera cannot be turned for selfie, but in some tools, it is available to take selfie also. I think this is the augmented reality application. Here we can open the selfie camera, and now it is downloading. Yeah, poor network. That's the reason. I don't know why my network is. For to activate all these, we need a strong internet connection. This is heart. Just click on the read button. It will download the structure of heart. See, now heart is pumping inside my room, and you can zoom it, and you can explain different part of this heart. You can rotate it. You can show which is coronary artery, etc., etc. And here I think it is possible to rotate the camera for a selfie. Yes, now it is possible. And the teacher can explain with the help of this part is known as, this part is known as. And in this way, the teacher can create videos also. Teacher can rotate it and at the same time explain the different part of this part and create interesting videos. That is the advantage of this particular application. In this way, you can explore. This is only one object here. So many objects are here in this way. You can search for. And using these objects, you can create, the biology teachers can create here using this tool for biology, and the tool for physics, I think it is there. But in this tool, I think more topic on biology are there. Then this vector is again another type of AR tool. But the one thing you can test your mobile is Holo. I think among these tools, the smallest one is this particular application, Holo. Just search for Holo in your mobile phone. And if the Holo application is okay for your mobile phone, then your mobile phone will support augmented reality. Actually, this Holo suggests only 3 objects: one small dog, dancing dog, and one yeah. All in all area, they scan our room. Yeah, this is one. These 3 objects are there. Only these 3 objects. And what is the advantage is that you can test your mobile phone whether it is suitable for augmented reality or not. You can utilize this particular application Holo, and you can record a video, a small video out of it. And if Holo support in your mobile phone, you can go for Factor, AR Lupa, Google Expeditions, any other AR applications. Now I think I explained some of the objects here. Now I have only half an hour, 30 minutes more. During these 30 minutes, I request you to just try to uh, install any one of the AR application and try to explain your experience, whether it is useful for you or not. And if you feel any difficulty to operate, usually after the workshop, many teachers call later how to use this, how to use this, how to use this to create a video, etc., etc. That's why I am asking you take 5 or 10 minutes maximum to install anyone. My suggestion is either AR Lupa or Holo, and try to create a AR video. And if it is possible, you can go for Google Expedition. In Google Expedition, actually, there is no direct method to record the video. You have to use your screen recorders. Actually, screen recorders are available in our mobile phone, and you can utilize such screen recording applications like this to record the video using Google Expedition. But in AR Lupa, etc., you can directly record video, create video using its own inbuilt recording app. The recording facility is directly available there. Okay, and this is created by them during this, I think, during this Valentine's Day. And these type of funny things are also here. Actually, what happens is always it asks for this particular thing. Google Play service for AR is actually already installed. I don't know why it is asking for this. I am downloading this particular funny thing for Valentine's Day message, and you can create good videos using this equipment. Yeah. Now how to create video. Just touch here and touch this video icon. Happy Valentine's Day for all. Thank you. And now it is created as a video, and I can share it with in WhatsApp or Facebook, anywhere. I can take one WhatsApp number and I can send it as a video there. See, this is captured with AR Lupa. This is converted as a video. And my voice is also recorded there. In that way, you can create your own external atmosphere. Your family members can place there. That means augmented reality is very near to us. Okay, now I request the participants to just try in your mobile phone what are the possibilities of AR in your mobile phone. If it is very difficult, please explain what are the difficulties. Is it clear, dear participants? Anyone there? Hello, Samir sir, my voice is breaking there.
No, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Now, whether my direction is clear there or?
It's clear, sir.
Yes, clear,
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, now you please try whether it is possible to install it. My request, go for Holo. It is easy to download and install. A small application. At the time, I am going for my presentation file again. Okay, what's now? Is it possible? Hello? Are there any? Yeah, thank you,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Which application you did?
Holo, sir. Holo
Follow,
application.
follow. Yeah, okay. Then you can go for then AR Lupa, then Google Expeditions. Google Expedition is actually a reservoir of objects. But in all of this, there are
Sorry,
only
sir. Google
yeah
explanation.
expeditions.
Explanation. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now I think I can go for the presentation, and actually this is an introductory part of the presentation, but now I got the presentation from my Windows part, and we can go for the presentation right now. Is it okay? Yeah. If others can try with the if others can try with the applications, please go for that. Okay. Now I am again sharing my screen to demonstrate whether my PowerPoint is visible there or not. Please explain, please respond whether my PowerPoint is visible there.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, these are some basic parts I can skip. And one second. Hello, ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ്സിലാണ് ടീച്ചറെ. ശരി ശരി ഇല്ലില്ല ഇല്ലില്ല ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. Yeah, this is the beginning part of my presentation. See here, usually in our modern classes, the teachers complain this thing that the students show less respect to the teachers than before. Is it true in your case? Anyone, please? The respect towards the teacher is degrading when time passes. That means the respect we show to our teachers in the 10 or 20 years before is not getting for us from our students. Is it right or wrong? Please respond.
I don't believe so, sir.
Yeah, some teachers have this opinion is that the expression of respect is different. Okay, yeah, that is a good thing. In our older time, the expression of respect may be different from that of the present time. That may be the reason of this saying. I also support teacher who told this response. But actually, there is a global reduction of respect towards teacher. That's a fact. It is because of the reason that in older time or in ancient India, the place of guru, teacher, guru, is very near to God. That's the meaning of the saying is Mata, Pita, Guru, Deva. Here, this learner acquire knowledge first from his or her mother, then from father, then from guru. Okay, and then this guru lead the child, the learner, towards God. That is the order. But the source of knowledge now shifted from guru to Google. So we can say Mada, Pita, Google, Deva, isn't it? I go search for one tuition teacher to get a meaning of particular word in my school time. But it is sure that no student in high school may search for a teacher to get the meaning of a word. He or she may just search it in the internet, not even in the dictionary. That is actually happens now. And that is a reason the less respect globally towards the teacher, because the source of knowledge is shifted slightly from library and the gurus to Google. Ancient time, the library is one of the important elements, not only the teacher. Libraries is there. But if you ask your students to prepare a note on or any assignment, usually in my time, not in your time, in my time, there is a category, there is a division of teachers. Not only teachers, there is a division of person, those who born before 1980s and before 1990s. And I think majority of you are born after 1980s. If any exceptions are there, please respond. Okay. If you born after 1980s, you belong globally in the community of digital natives. If you born after 1990s, you are belong to digital natives in India. Because in India, it is considered in the 1990 because we are 10 years lag behind globally than other developed countries in the case of technology. So if you born before 1980s, you belong to the category of digital immigrants. And I belong to that category, digital immigrant. And for these digital immigrants, to prepare an assignment, the students needs to read one reference book. But today's students just search in the internet, select any article from any blog or any unauthorized resources. They just copy and paste it in a piece of paper. And if you ask it to write, they just copy it down into the piece of paper and submit it. That is the trend today. That means the less attraction towards even to the library. And this is because of the penetration of technology into the students. In one way is very good, but in another way, this aspect is there. Students may show less respect towards teachers. Not to all teachers, it depends. I will explain in the last comment. Then you have to say to your students that the type of interview now become a little bit different from that of old days. Not in a college guest lecture interview, that is conventional type, but in different professions, the type of interview, the way of interview is a little bit different. They seek for the use of technology inside the interview room itself in one way or the other. And in schools and colleges, smart boards are available, not in colleges. In schools, smart boards are available and they utilize these boards to transact in the classroom. So the teacher need to practice all those things. And there are many new fields of technology in education are available around us. These type of several Byju's, Shaijus, etc. are emerging. One of the greatest one in higher education in India is, I think, Khan Academy. Several such fields are now arising, and all needs technology in learning. And as a teacher and as a student, we have to develop a quality to create e-portfolios, because digital feature integrates into our resume. They need not to interview with you to observe your abilities. They can check your portfolios using electronic media, and they can observe your teaching talents there, your achievements there, your ambitions there, only with the help of this type of a portfolio. Each teacher should develop this type of a portfolio to demonstrate our achievements and our abilities. And it is so easy for us. Then if a teacher without a portfolio, it is of no use as a model for our students. Then regarding, yeah, this aspect, I am skipping the 2 slides and come here into this slide, because here you can observe 3 signs. Can you, anyone please explain the meaning of the 3 signs? 1 gray dot, 2 gray dot, and 2 blue dots are here. What is the meaning of these dots? Anyone please explain? What is the meaning of this? It is so easy, isn't it?
A single dot means it is sent. Then
Yeah.
double one is it is received.
Yeah.
Then blue links, it indicates the receiver is shown the particular
Shown.
message.
Yeah, it is familiar for all students, all learners, all people, those who use WhatsApp. Because without any training, without any workshop, we learn this thing, isn't it? Why? It is only because of our interest to use it, not the need. Because many persons are now, as scientists, politicians, teachers, those who are without a WhatsApp account. WhatsApp in the document, it says that it is not an emergency communication service. Yet, majority of the mobile users have a WhatsApp account too, and they learn all these things not with the help of others, by themselves. That means it is easy to learn technology even if we are in digital immigrants, or even if we are in the negative end of technology. If only we need is the interest and attitude to use it. Without any training workshop, we may learn how to create online classes during this lockdown period only because the time demands. If we are demanded to use these technologies, surely we will learn. That is, the main thing to learn technology is not a guru, but interest and attitude. Without any workshop, we may learn how to use SPSS to analyze data, because all the tutorials are there in the Google. Just Google it and try to learn it. That such complex statistical software packages can be learned with the help of Google or YouTube. Then these type of simple things, like how to create an e-content video, how to use augmented reality, all those things are available in the YouTube or internet. But there is a defect here also. Actually, teaching is a profession. Uh, do you agree with this statement, or an occupation? Actually, the figure here shown that it is an occupation, isn't it? Or is it a profession? The figure shown here is a profession or an occupation. What's the difference between a profession and a occupation? Sure, it is a occupation, not a profession. But engineering is a profession, isn't it? Why?
Skill is to be
If this
demonstrated,
person,
sir.
yes, teacher. Teacher, little
Skills.
bit louder.
Skills are to be demonstrated. Skills are to be demonstrated, sir.
Okay, Okay, but not fully correct. Somewhat correct is the response. For
Sir, a skill with a particular value is known as profession.
yeah, for profession we need values. For profession we need to demonstrate skills. These are the two responses I got. Any more responses? Actually, demonstrating the skills or values are needed for a profession, but not the demarking feature of the profession. Because a carpenter, a plumber, a welder may demonstrate their skill in their occupation. A person with a high spirit of value in politics may demonstrate his or her value. In religion also, he or she may demonstrate a value. But again, that is politics, and the religious work may not considered as profession by our community, but teaching. And here the demarking feature is that in an occupation, the person who know the technique or skill demonstrate the same skill throughout his or her life without any change. He may develop and develop and develop, polish and polish and polish the same skill, and he become an expert in that area. That particular mason worker may skillful to concrete or pasting the cement there on the wall. Okay, if the teacher practice the skill of teaching and demonstrate the same skill for throughout his or her career, he's not a profession. He's not a professionalist. He's just a skilled labor. Okay, that means similar to a plumber, similar to a welder, similar to a carpenter, similar to this type of mason worker, we demonstrate our skill throughout our life, our professional, sorry, the life of our job, and we are called as a skillful labor, not as a profession. Because the reason that we can explain with the help of this person itself. This skillful person, this skillful person, when work in a dam site, try to paste the cement on a wall, and on a dam site, please notice it's a dam site, and in the dam site he tried to paste the cement on a wall, and he cannot paste it because of some reason. He tried several ways using his experience, not with the help of his knowledge. With the help of his experience, he tried different ways of adding more cement powder, reducing the other materials, ingredients, reducing the water content in the paste. He tried different ways to paste the material on the wall, but he failed. Then he can seek the help of some supervisors there. Surely in a dam site there is a supervisor, and most probably he is a civil engineer, and he cannot paste the cement as good as this person. But this person seek help from the supervisor. I cannot paste cement on this wall. There's a problem. And this supervisor come to observe what happens there, and he identify the wall is pouring out some water droplets throughout the time, and it is not so easy to stick the cement there. So in all of a sudden he may explain to this man that this grade of the cement is not suitable for this wall. Please change the grade of the cement. You can go to the godown and take the fast setting cement there. And that civil engineer explained all those things not from his experience, but from his knowledge. And this is the definition of a profession. Those who put the theory into practice, or those who put his knowledge, his theories into practice, not from the experience, but from the brain, if put into practice, is considered as doing a profession. In that sense, engineering is a profession, medical field is a profession. One neurosurgeon told that this type of a cerebral block is ever seen in my life. I cannot tackle this problem. That is not possible. He had to do something from his knowledge of how this block is formed in the brain. And he had to make the surgery, taking the risk. And that is the nature of the profession. If the teacher learn how to use technology in the classroom in today, it is not the case tomorrow. There may be some difference. There may be some sophisticated augmented reality, sophisticated virtual reality may come later. Then if you hesitate to use that technology at that time, because we may say that I never learned how to use this, I can do only this thing, I can do only writing a blackboard, not to use a projector, not to use augmented reality in classroom, we are doing an occupation, not a profession. If we are committed to use teaching as a profession, we try to learn more new and new theories, new and new knowledge, and try to practice it. Without any training, we have to put it into practice, and that risk-taking behavior is a part of the profession. In that way, I suggest that these type of trainings are only these type. Today's we conduct 1.5 hour. This type of training may lead only an eye opener to this field. You have to search further and lead more and more. I know there are more digital natives in younger teaching community than immigrants. So these digital natives can use this technology more easily and try to reduce the digital divide prevailed in our society. There is only two extremes. Some are very low in the use of technology, and some shows a high demonstration power in the use of technology. Try to reduce this gap and uh, give the help to the students to use this technology. Technology will never replace a teacher, but a teacher with technology may replace a teacher without. I think this is the end of my presentation. Uh, you may have some idea what I want to demonstrate in the beginning itself. Now you may have some idea of how to develop your expertise in technology using new theories and new knowledge. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts and queries, please ask in the chat box. I will try to explain. Anything more, sir? Yeah, there is a explanation by Samir Babu sir is here. Skill need professional knowledge. Yeah, that knowledge should put into skill by the profession. Such a comment is there by Samir Babu sir. Okay, sir, Kamaluddin sir, thank you very much.